Think for myself and I won't do what they say. Well, I think for myself and I won't do what they say.
Hello, hello, hello. This is Gerald Celente, and it's Thursday, October 28th, 2021. And here are some of today's trends in the news. Another roaring day on the stock market. Stock market reached record levels on Thursday as strong earnings from major companies bolstered investor confidence. Investor confidence. So, in yesterday's Wall Street Journal, individuals keep on playing the market. You got it? They're playing the market. Record levels. S&P added almost 1% to close at a record high. The tech-heavy NASDAQ jumped 1.4% to close at its own record. The NASDAQ also notched an intraday record high. The Dow Jones Industrial rose 239.79 points to finish just under its all-time high. Great. Pending home sales fell expectedly in September, likely due to higher mortgage rates. So, yeah, no kidding. Oh, yeah, sales, the average rate on 30-year fixed mortgage fell, blah, 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 blah. Prices have been close to up to 20% higher this year. Regional pending sales in the Northeast fell 3.2% month over month, and were down 18.5% from a year ago. Over the Midwest, they're down 5.8% annually. But in the South, they decreased 1.8% from the month and 5.8% from September 2020. So more people are going down south because they want to get away from the tyrannical, dictatorial, pieces of scum shit, governors, mayors in New York, Massachusetts, and Rhode Island, and all these. Oh, how about that arrogant little prick, that arrogant little scumbag, Murphy? Oh, yeah, the Goldman Sachs gang guy. Yeah, Murphy over there in Jersey. Yeah. And that little dog, that little puppy dog, Wolf. What Wolf? Wolf? Look at this little shit. And little shit behind him, a mirror of two shits. Two shits telling you what to do. So that's why the prices didn't go down as much down in the South, because people want to get away from this crap. But going back to the markets, economic growth slowed to 2% on a sharp slowdown in consumer spending. The U.S. economy, so the GDP grew at only 2%, and they're blaming it on supply chain issues. You know what that is?
Absolute bullshit.
You got it. It's not supply chain issues. It's these pricks, and I can't use the word, but we got that little Huckleberry over here, the Hucklehead in Jersey that just took over from, Cuomo just got called up on sex charges, fondling a woman. Again, all the shit that he pulled, that's, to me, that's little stuff compared to how he screwed off. But anyway, without going into that, I don't know the details. But the reason the economy's going down is because of all of these mandates and these restrictions they've put on us that are sucking the life out of business. Can't go to the concert, can't go listen to this, can't go into a restaurant, you can't go without your vaccine passport. And now all the people that are quitting their jobs, that's why the economy is going down, not because of the supply chain bullshit. And you know what the 2% is? Let's go back to the last quarter of 2019. The GDP was 1.9%. This thing was collapsing before the COVID war. And now it's going back to where it was, and it's only going to get worse. Oh, the trade deficit. Yeah, widened to a near record, almost 74 billion bucks. Hey, yeah, those trade wars really work great. The scumbags sold this country out by giving all our technology and heavy industry to China and other poor countries so they could use slave labor, bring the stuff back over here, bring it up at a markup, and you could get a job in the service sector and get a job at Dollar General. Yeah, wonderful, isn't it? Look at how low this country's gone. You go into Walmart's. I haven't been. I went in there once. When I was down doing Ron Paul's event, I forgot the thing for my computer. I had to get a plug-in thing. Holy Christ, it's heartbreaking. It's like going into a big warehouse. Once upon a time, when you went shopping, the places were beautiful. It's gone down. It's just like America looks. Consumer spending, which makes up nearly 70% of the GDP, increased just 1.6%. Spending for goods tumbled 9.2%. Keeps going on. We'll write more about it in your Trends Journal. Again, pending home sales fell unexpectedly in May, likely due to higher mortgage rates. Likely due to higher mortgage rates? Get this in your head, everybody. When interest rates go up, this thing's going down big. All right? All right? Again, individuals keep playing the market. Oil prices are going down a little bit, but they're still high, and they're going down because, well, they're afraid that Iran might do a deal and they'll put more oil into the marketplace. But no. And gold is hanging in there in the 1800 level. Bitcoin's still in the 60,000 range, down to 58, and we're still bullish until it breaks out. Now, breakout points up and down are in the Trends Journal, and we've nailed it. COVID restrictions hinder South Korean growth. Why am I saying that? Because the restrictions here are hindering U.S. growth, Australian growth, UK growth, France growth. These little fucking scumbag motherfuckers and fatherfuckers have destroyed life and their economies. Yep. I mean, it's a joke. It's a bad joke. What else we got here? Oh, durable good orders turn lower. U.S. orders for durable goods, blah, 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 blah. New orders for products decreased 0.4%. Yeah, it's one after another. Moody's warns of systemic risks in fast-growing private credit industry. Again, the gambler's market. The gambler's market. This has nothing to do with reality. It's a crime syndicate. The government's a crime syndicate. Banksters. Defense contractors, not military madmen. Drug dealers and big tech. U.S. sales of liquor and cigarettes increased last year. Why am I saying this? Because the health of the people. Oh, and liquor stores are essential. They could stay open. These little fucks, and I'm glad they were open because I like my booze. The reason they kept them open is because they pay the highest taxes. And they want to get the money because these scumbags never work a day in their life, the politicians. So I want to make sure that, and anyway, it shows you the health of the country. Kraft Heinz confronts inflation and shortages, raising the prices. Oh, Kraft Heinz, great stuff. Oh, I love it, love it. McDonald's raises menu prices. Inflation, it's not temporary, it's not transitory, it's real, it's here, it's now. Don't tell me what's going to happen by the third quarter of 2022. Go fuck yourself. Don't want to hear the bullshit. It's about now. Quarterly net income climbed 22% from a year ago. Yep. Eating more shit, getting fatter, and getting less healthy, and the COVID's going to get you. Facebook renames itself Meta. We're doing a lot on this. Zuckerberg can't stand the scumbag. They're smart in what they're doing here, and they see the future. It's going that way. I was writing about this back in Trends 2000 when the internet just began in the way it is now. This is the future. The metaverse is a sort of internet brought to life, or at least rendered in 3D. Zuckerberg has described it as a virtual environment. A virtual environment is nothing to compare to the real environment. So it's going to keep getting worse and worse. People lose more and more of their soul, just like music has lost its soul. Not a drop of boogie, not an ounce of jive. It's synthetic. Not the spirit, the passion, the feeling coming through the breath and into the instrument or feeling it. All right? And that's where all this is going. Big story in today's toilet paper record. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this picture. Look at this. Look at this. Struggle for long COVID patients. Getting disability payments. Yeah. Symptoms like heart trouble and breathlessness keep them from work. Look at these people. They're all blimped out. They don't mention that in here. Look at them. You think you're going to get sick? Go to McDonald's, eat that craft stuff. It's crafty for you. Oh, yeah. Keep smoking them cigarettes. Keep blowing up, blowing up. Again, 78% of the people that have been hospitalized, according to the CDC, are these peoples. Yeah, take a look at them. You got it? You got it? Look at the one on the bottom. That guy, it's something doctors can't explain. What's happening to me? Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a joke. The brain fog is crazy bad. She's seen nearly 24 doctors. Only got 5 chins. I want a fat tax. The more you weigh, the more you pay. I don't want to pay for you because you can't take care of yourself. It's, again, the Milken Institute did the studies on how our medical costs are going through the roof because of obesity, type 2 diabetics. Fat tax. The more you weigh, the more you pay. And we got to change the school tax thing too. The more kids you have, the more you pay. I don't want to pay for your kids. I never had any kids, and I've been paying taxes all my life. And don't give me your fucking bullshit that when I get old, your kids are going to take care of me. Fuck off with that crap. The more kids you have, the more you pay. The money I've been paying on taxes all these years is disgusting. School taxes for a school system, that sucks. That sucks. We don't even win places show compared to the OECD schools. In science, in reading, in math, in anything. Oh, but we're great in gender studies. Oh, yeah, we woke up. Moving on. Israel advances expansion plan for settlements. You know what that is?
That is bullshit.
Don't call them settlements. You're stealing the damn land. Even this in the toilet paper makes it clear. Israel captured the West Bank. Didn't capture the West Bank. It invaded it. In East Jerusalem from Jordan during the Arab-Israeli War in 1967. It has since permitted the construction of more than 130 Jewish settlements there, a process that most of the international community considers a breach of international law. Considers it's a crime. It's a crime. And don't call me an anti-Semite. I got a lot of Jewish friends, and I said, out of my last 4 girlfriends, 3 of them were Jewish. And I also told you the reason why Jewish men die before their wives. They want to. Critics say Israel has effectively stolen land from settlements, the Palestinians, for settlements. You ready? Across the West Bank and East Jerusalem, the settlements house about 700,000 people, or roughly 10% of Israel. Jews. All right? And we're stealing our money, that Obama bastard and the others, giving them like $3 billion, $3.5 billion or something a year to build missiles and defense? How dare we? How dare we? I don't want my money going to Italy. I don't want to go to Ireland. I don't want to go to Israel. This is criminal because we have a crime syndicate running the country near you. Poland boosts armed forces on Belarus border to stop migrant influx. How old is this news to Trends Journal subscribers? How long have we warned that you're going to see a migrant and refugee crisis, the likes of which you've never seen, flooding over into America, into Europe, and into everywhere? It's only going to get worse. And what else do we have? China testing new weapons. Jolts Pentagon. Jolts Pentagon? How fucking stupid can you be? Jolts Pentagon. It's the military-industrial complex in charge. Generals are always fighting the last war. They're not the brightest cats on the planet. You're not going to defeat China. You couldn't win in Afghanistan, couldn't beat the Iraqis. Oh, yeah, but look what we did in Panama. Yeah, I know. Take it easy. No, this is terrible. This is terrible what's going on here. And China's going to do what they want to do. Again, the stuff about Taiwan, write about it in details in the Trends Journal. There's no magazine like it. The last issue. Yep. 175 pages. Oh, we can unite, join the Universal Church of Freedom, Peace, and Justice. And if you want a religious vaccine exemption, we are providing them when you join the church. FreedomPeaceJustice.com. FreedomPeaceJustice.com. I've looked at loads of them. There is no exemption that comes close to this. We have two of them. One for the United States, where we put the Constitution in there, and we had a constitutional lawyer write it up. And one for overseas. And again, these are only religious exemptions if your employer demands them, like Southwest Airlines, like different unions. This isn't if you want to go into a restaurant or meeting. It's not that, unless they grant it. But there is no religious exemption that I've seen that covers it better than this. And then finally, this is the Financial Times. Japanese royal defends marrying a commoner. A commoner. We're just commoners. He's a royal. Oh, yeah, you got the king, you got the prince, you got the president, you got the senator, you got the mayor, your honor, you got the dignitaries. Hey, we're just commoners. Little plantation workers on the global plantation of Slavelandia. Fuck you with your commoners shit. That's a curse word. Calling people commoners are curse words. No, your third grade teacher told you when you had enough shit and someone's robbing of your freedom, your liberty, and your justice, and you tell them I had enough of your fucking shit. Oh, don't say that. Be like the rest of us. Bend over and take it up our arse. Like the vax. Oh, one more thing. Some fast foods items contain plastics linked to serious health problems. New report shows. Came out on Tuesday. Don't worry about it. All the plastic, all the poisons, all the shit, all the GMOs, all the pesticides, the insecticides, the preservatives, the artificial colors, all the artificial, they're fine for you. They're fine for you. COVID's going to get you. COVID's going to get you. Ooh. All right? Again, freedompeacejustice.com for your vax religious exemption. medical, a religious vaccine exemption. Again, if you could show us a better one out there, we put a lot of work in there, had the best people reviewing it. It covers everything. It's undeniable. All the facts are there, even quoting the CDC, even quoting Denmark, even quoting Norway and Sweden. Yeah, and one country after another. So, we're doing everything we can to win the fight. And again, the Trends Journal, no magazine like it. No magazine comes close to it. If you could show me one, love to see it. Thank you for tuning in. This is Gerald Celente, and that is some of today's Trends in the News. The COVID-19 war has changed the world, but who's prepared? What's next? It's in your Trends Journal. Trends Journal subscribers are prepared. Subscribe to the Trends Journal. Read history before it happens. From the world leader in trend forecasting.